All right, so I'm sitting down with our Trainnr co-founders, Jeff Smith and Jack O'Neill. Guys, what inspired you to start Trainnr?
Jack, do you want to take it first?
No, yeah. I mean, I think Jeff, you should probably kick this off because I think it's really more around
Okay.
your story.
Yeah, I can do that. So Trainnr really kind of got birthed initially just with my past experience with other projects that I was doing. So just a little bit of background, I've been kind of working in the software development space for the last 5 years. And really the latest project that I was working on before I got started with this one was with the Fit app. So I had the honor of working with 7-time Mr. Olympia, Phil Heath, and we built this really cool personal training app out for him and his fans. And kind of just through that whole process and really learning and understanding the details and the market of the personal training and fitness industry, I just saw a lot of inefficiencies firsthand and thought, there had to be a better way to kind of go about this. And around that same time, Jack was also living down in Delray Beach, Florida, which is where we both were at. And we kind of just started talking about different ideas. One thing led to another over the course of a few months or a few weeks. And kind of the concept of Trainnr was really birthed from that. And what we really, kind of set out to do from day one was really create a marketplace or a platform that had a very low cost of entry. Because in our opinion, we believe there's no shortage of talented trainers and people out there in the world. But there definitely is a shortage of technology that is able to connect them effectively with their clients as well as grow their brand. So that's kind of how Trainnr got started and how it was birthed. And it really was kind of it wasn't necessarily a light bulb moment, but something that over the course of, several weeks and several months, we kind of brainstormed together and really started coming up with.
Yeah, and I think what I would add there is there really when Jeff and I were chatting, I was working for Office Depot and we were launching our own internal startup that was really geared to help small businesses, providing them a lot of digital and services that were kind of hard to find and different things. And they have a great mission of supporting a lot of small businesses, and that's what really got me excited. About what Jeff was talking about. It was kind of amazing, to hear with someone like Phil, who has the capital and resources to go and kind of make his own platform. That just isn't available for so many people out there, and there are so many great advantages to being able to have and use digital tools in any industry, really, in this day and age. And this was one really specifically that there wasn't something geared to really help out those people who, again, needed to be able to tap into a lot of the benefits and efficiencies that other industries have by using and embracing kind of digital trends and tools. So. That's where we come at it, and our goal is to kind of give trainers the voice and the tools and the ability to basically do what a lot of other industries are doing and digitize and gain a lot of those benefits without the huge cost of developing their own individual app.
Awesome. So I love hearing this origin story. I'm curious, with such a large marketplace of health and fitness apps, how do you believe Trainnr stands out?
So,
So
go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll start off on this.
Hey, just ask that question again. Start from the top. And
Yes.
Jack, you want to go first?
Sure.
Okay. All right. Sure. With such a large marketplace of health and fitness apps, how do you believe Trainnr stands out among the others?
I think when Jeff and I both approached this, we did a lot of research into kind of what was currently out there. And there certainly are a lot of individual apps, some from like bigger brands and a lot from people that are trying to do many different things using technology and algorithms and all those different things. I think for me and for Jeff, I think we wanted to create something that had a really, really great user experience and also that gave people the choice and the breadth of kind of selection around their training, but was all located kind of in one place. That was a big piece. If you look at kind of ClassPass's success and what they took advantage of, it was really around the consumer's desire to kind of snack in different areas of fitness. And with our platform and having kind of a democratized, open, and free to join business model for a marketplace, we can kind of build out breadth for customers who can do a HIIT workout, one day, and then they might want to go and do yoga or something else the next day, as well as really where we're taking this now is to create a different experience than just the pure digital that also most of these our competitors kind of focus on. And that kind of comes in with a lot of the new and hybrid personal training offerings that we'll be putting out in the coming months that enable you to have the efficiency of the digital space, but still the personal connection with someone who cares and who is going to keep you accountable, and help you achieve your goals.
Yeah, and just to add to that, I think Jack really did a good job hitting on kind of the product strategy and how we want to differentiate ourselves from a product standpoint. I think the other thing that really differentiates us from other competitors in the market is our revenue strategy as well. And it wasn't really until we actually got introduced to Tom, who's another person that was very instrumental in kind of founding this company and making it what it is today, that we really not only created a unique product strategy, but also a unique revenue strategy as well. And really kind of just to break that down from a high level of what that is right now, instead of charging people upfront fees or any upfront costs, which Jack kind of mentioned a little bit earlier, we only want to take a percentage of sales that these customers, or in this case, the trainers, have. And the reason why we want to do that is we want to be purely and directly invested into our trainers' success. So by aligning our success with the trainer's success, we're essentially saying that in order for this company to succeed, in order for us to continue to develop the product and really the platform and marketplace that we want to develop, we need to spend time investing and making our trainers as successful as possible. And if we do that well, not only will the trainers be successful and find value in our product and our platform, but we will also grow with them. And it's really kind of this self-sufficient flywheel that we want to create out of that, I guess you can say, revenue model as well. So it's two-sided. There's the product strategy that we think differentiates us, and then there's definitely that revenue strategy that we also think is very unique to the market as well. And I think both those things can definitely drive us to a very successful place.
So just interjecting here real quick. So I don't know if you guys have your screens open, like you can see everyone's faces, but I did notice that while Jack was talking, giving his spiel, it was flipping between Jack and Jeff. So luckily you're kind of nodding as when the screen went back to you, but I have a feeling your microphone is.
Yeah, what I'll do is
calls.
I'm gonna mute and unmute then, just because I don't think I'm making any noise. I'm actually sitting pretty still.
No, you're not. It's the mic. It's like Jack talking, and the microphone is picking it up, and then it's going to you. So you weren't making noise, but the microphone is still acting up.
Yeah, so I'll mute and unmute then. All right, go ahead. Or do you want to reshoot that then, or do you think we're all right?
It really was flipping back and forth to you, Jeff. I mean, Jeff, when you're speaking,
it only records whatever the highlighted screen is. Is that how it works?
So it only records, the audio is the same throughout, but at times, Jack, you were talking and it's focused on Jeff, who is politely nodding and encouraging what you're saying, but it is flipping between the two of you.
Hey, let's do this. Jack, you do your spew one more time or close to it. And if we need to cut it up, we can. And if it works, it might be nice to do the little flip like they do on the news station or something. But and then we'll just go to the next question.
Okay, cool.
So Kyra, kick off the question and that way we use that as a prompt to the little clap cut.
Okay, yeah, sure. All right, Jeff, you're muted. Okay, great. So with such a large marketplace of health and fitness apps, how do you believe Trainnr distinguishes itself? How does it stand out?
So that was something that we really looked at from the get-go, was that it was such a there's such a disparate and a plethora of different fitness apps that are actually out in the market. And so what we wanted to do was really try and be first an aggregator for anyone who wants to be able to put out virtual contests and kind of keep it all in one place. I think what we looked at was some of the companies like ClassPass, where they found their success was a lot around capitalizing on consumers that want and desire to kind of try new things. And I think they call it snacking is the industry term, to be able to go and do a HIIT workout one day and Barry's boot camp the next day, all of those different things. And there wasn't anything like that at all in the digital virtual fitness space. So we kind of like really started there. And as we've been going through and really when kind of COVID hit and we were looking at kind of how this market was going to evolve, because so many people now needed solutions that really, kind of kept them in their the social distancing guidelines and all of those different precautions that we have to take now, was okay, how do we create a really wonderful experience and something that is both sustainable, not just during this COVID time period, but into the future. And that's when we're really rolling out some of our new features around the hybrid personal training that will not only lower the cost to the consumer, but allow the trainers to see more clients and grow their business. And what that means is basically you can buy packages on our platform that from local personal trainers who are trying to grow their business, who will, you can still go see in person when it makes sense from a social distancing guideline and all of those different pieces, or do live sessions, but then they can supplement that with virtual content for some of the days that you're not seeing them. And so it frees up their time, and it also increases basically the amount of clients that they can go see while lowering the cost. So we're really, really excited about that piece as well.
This is a note to future self to cut that there. Awesome. Okay, moving right along. So far right now, the video quality items will just let you know looks actually pretty good on my computer. So that's good. Good news. We're closing out. The next question I'm going to ask is related to just fitness. So Jeff, I don't know if you want to unmute first, but I'll get started. So.
Okay.
So why is fitness important to you? Why the fidget? Starting over.
From the top.
Say fidgetal.
Yeah, just.
So Jeff, why is fitness important to you? Why the digital fitness realm?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so fitness is really important to me, just because I think, like a lot of people, when you grow up in something or you're around something a lot, it really does influence kind of who you're going to be and how you're going to be for the rest of your life. So just growing up playing sports from a young age, whether it was soccer, whether it was baseball, football, basketball, rugby, really kind of did it all. And living overseas gave me like a unique experience to try some other sports that I guess most other people wouldn't try. And obviously with any sport, fitness is a huge aspect of, training and being able to perform at your optimal level. So I think that was part of what really played into it a lot. And then just to be honest, there is a lot of, I guess you could say, fitness influencers, not from a influencer term that we use today, like on social media, but, from my father to, several kind of weight training and PE teachers that I had actually in high school. They kind of just always instilled not just the importance of fitness and how it can benefit you from day in and day out, from, just being healthy and being in shape, which, never sucks. But, when you're healthy, when you're in shape, and when you have a really balanced life, and fitness is a big aspect of that, it really does seem to carry over to a lot of other aspects in your life, so that you really do perform kind of at your optimal level. So work as an example, I first-handedly see that, you know, when I'm on top of my workout regimens, when I'm on top of, I guess you could say, my fitness game, that, you know, my energy levels are higher, my focus levels are higher. And that's really something I think I want everyone else to, you know, have a part of, or have a share of, is, you know, really see the value in fitness. And I think kind of one of the things that Jack and I talked about early on that we kind of want to be, I guess, an internal mantra for like our whole team, is we really want to democratize the fitness space, because we want to try to eliminate every excuse, every obstacle that people have that keep them from living, you know, their fittest lifestyle. Because in my personal opinion, when you do have a very fit, healthy lifestyle, it's going to carry over into every aspect of your life. And, you know, you're going to see benefits just all across the board. So that's really kind of why fitness is important to me, because I truly believe that when you put a good emphasis on fitness, it not only makes you healthier, feel better, look better, but it carries over to every other aspect in your life.
Absolutely. It's not just physical benefits, but emotional, mental, you know, the whole lifestyle. And so, you know, it's clear why Trainnr helps people, how Trainnr helps people in their day-to-day lives. I'm curious, do you believe there's a newfound importance given the pandemic, Trainnr's existence?
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, it's not only just a newfound importance that people reminding people that they need to, you know, not just, you know, try and keep all the bad stuff away, but build up internal, you know, resistance, and just be healthy on their own, because that, in and of itself, just makes you less prone to some of the more drastic and you know, horrible things that can come from this and many other illnesses. So so I think that there's definitely a renewed, and not only that, but really there's a very big need to do that in a different way, and to in how we reach those goals and how we stay fit while staying safe. And so you know, that's the challenge for companies like Trainnr and a lot of those out there, is you know, how do we exist kind of in this new normal, and how can we use this time as well to help people build healthy habits that they can keep going back to, you know, when fingers crossed we go back to a world that we're not always talking about the pandemic and lockdowns and those different things. And that's what we're trying to build really at Trainnr, is a sustainable solution that will carry forward and give you the convenience that technology and you know, the mobile devices really provides, but something that you want to continue doing, that keeps you accountable, and that really seeks to try to fix some of the holes that existed in the virtual fitness space, if you will.
And I think the other thing, just to add to that, is, you know, fitness has this really unique capability of building community and building people together. And people can come from all walks of life, have all sorts of different kind of past medical issues, past, you know, mental issues, whatever it is. You know, fitness not only helps, you know, heal, helps people get over that, but it really does bring people together and build a sense of community that I think is truly unique, and something you don't really find in a lot of other spaces and a lot of other, you know, whether you want to call it a hobby, a passion, a lifestyle, it's one that really does seem to permeate through a lot of differences and really bring people together. And that's something we want to, you know, try to prop up, especially in this day and age, is, you know, creating a place where people are getting healthier, people are feeling more confident about themselves, and they're building a good sense of community. I think anyone will attest to, you know, the fact that community is a very important thing to have from a physical and mental health standpoint.
You still there? You just froze for a moment.
Yep.
Okay, great. It got through the end there, but for a moment. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it looked good on my screen.
Okay. So, building a sense of community is important. Could you speak a little bit to how Trainnr can help us all stay more accountable and, you know, motivated to work out?
Jeff, you want me to go? You want to go?
You go first.
Okay. I think that's a really great question, and it's something that I'm very passionate. We both are very passionate about solving, because it was frankly kind of a weakness when you look at the virtual fitness space, is how do you keep yourself accountable? And there's many different ways that companies have tried to do that. Really the wearables that you see is one way that kind of track and remind you and kind of give you all of your different status updates and those different pieces. And really the great thing about our platform is we tend to stand on the shoulders of those that kind of came before us in those regards as well. So being able to integrate with and be the words we like to say is hardware agnostic, whether you're using Fitbit or Apple device, those are all pieces that we want to tie in. But from our perspective, where we're really attacking that accountability piece, first is kind of getting you to a trainer that it can be a little bit more of a personalized service kind of versus like what was out there before, where you have the really, really big kind of celebrity names who are, pushing out content to millions and millions of people. But it's kind of really all of that accountability is really on them. And so our platform is built such that all of those pure play virtual programs and different things, if you're a self-motivated person and that works for you, then they're all there for you and that functionality is there. But you can also find higher levels of service, higher levels of accountability by having this democratized platform that's open to really all trainers and fitness professionals if they want to come on and serve their clients in a different way. And so, in order to kind of, you can basically find the service that's right for you, the level of accountability that's right for you, from basically having those pure play digital, workout videos, all the way to having full on personal training through the app, where someone is going to look at when you finished your workout, call you out if you missed a workout, and be able to keep it convenient. Because the other thing about accountability is that convenience factor. It's because people are extremely busy, running all over the place. I know this from my previous, just being a working professional. It was always like, how do you slot this different stuff in? So, having it all in one place on the mobile apps, having the communication tools if you're using a personal trainer, as well as the scheduling features and everything to kind of to really help you just stay and hit and exceed all of the your goals in fitness is what we're trying to do. And that's kind of the great thing about being able to have this platform and marketplace, is we can serve many different kinds of needs, many different kinds of price points that people are willing to pay, and also help trainers to really build up their businesses and hit their goals as well.
Well said, Jack. I'm just going to leave it on that. I think he nailed it.
Okay, so looking at some of the questions, there's just maybe about one more that's a little more open-ended, and then the others are kind of like what kind of programs do you have? Like, how do I sign up? So just given timing, let me know how's everyone doing? Do you have anything at
Click the link in the bio, right? Is that what you want?
There was one thing when you had talked about your passion for fitness, I was wondering, I think I'd like to just get an answer in there that we might want to use.
Yeah.
I had one that one of my friends at a VC said that they liked, so I'm just going to throw it in and just, so if you could just, prompt me on that, because just so we have it, I just wanted to throw it in too.
Telling you, the clap, it signifies where to cut.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Jack, I'd also love to hear about your passion for fitness.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, much like Jeff, I played a lot of sports kind of, growing up through to high school. Once I got to college though, I certainly wasn't, I wasn't going D1 even, for many sports, and I was focusing a lot more on just, kind of my studies and those different things, which I think was time well spent. But when I came out of it, I think I graduated college, I was probably carrying at least 15, 20 extra pounds that I just didn't want. And that was a point my brother actually challenged me and kind of kicked my butt to go and get in shape. And so I was a very early adopter into the virtual fitness space. Back when virtual fitness meant DVD packs from, you know, Beachbody, and shout out to Sean T, because Insanity was really the one that my brother and I both did, and we loved it. Honestly, it was you know, really top-notch training quality. He's a fantastic person who knew what he was doing, and it also helped me in the convenience factor of being able to fit it in once I started working and being able to just pop that DVD in, because I'm horrible when I go to the gym and I'm on my own time. I'm going to get distracted by 50 different things. So having someone that's prescribing me and just saying, here's your 35, 45-minute workout that is going to kick your butt was really actually pretty game changing for me. And it got me to a point where, you know, I got down to like maybe 6-7% body fat. I was doing Tough Mudders, which is stuff that I was never a runner to begin with. And it really actually that journey started with virtual fitness. So I'm very passionate about trying to keep that going, evolving that, and making it, you know, even more efficient and even better experience, and helping people you know, achieve their goals there.
Good plug.
Yeah. Okay. I think I will set up one more question related to
Brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
right. What Trainnr can what Trainnr offers personal trainers and fitness coaches. I feel like we've gotten a really good job of what the user gets out of the experience, but just speaking a little bit more to the fitness instructor, personal trainers.
Yeah, I'll take stab at that first, Jack, and then hand it over to you. But I got a little Phil story on that I'll try throwing in.
What I would just say, and you can probably hit on this, maybe I don't need to, but one thing I would like, the words that I would throw in while you're doing it is like, you know, we want to be a trainer first platform, kind of like how Alibaba's like business first platform. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we want to serve trainers.
Yeah, I like that plug words. I'll throw it in there.
Okay. All right.
Take it from the top.
From the top. So for our personal trainers, fitness instructors watching, I think we'd love to just hear a little bit more about what Trainnr offers personal trainers on the platform.
Yeah, so we really do want to be a trainer first platform. And what we mean by that is we think that by putting the trainers first, by giving them the tools, the capabilities, and the platform that is going to lead them to success or to be successful, whether it's a purely video on demand play that they want to do, or kind of a more hybrid model where they're mixing in video on demand with high in-person or high touch services, we really want to be able to deliver all of that to the trainers. And the other thing too is, you know, personal trainers, you know, I mentioned it earlier, there's no shortage of talented personal trainers out in the world. And I still remember when I was working on the Fit app, Phil was actually talking to me about this trainer that, I mean, he was like, you know, he's not really well known. He doesn't really have a huge following or anything, but this guy, I tell you, is probably hands down one of the best personal trainers I've ever seen or met in my life. And I was like, well, I mean, why is this guy not like a big deal or anything? And he's like, he just never really had the platform and never really had the platform to show his skills and show his capabilities. And, you know, it's something that, you know, Jack and I have always talked about and definitely want to kind of eliminate that barrier on our platform is, you know, trainers are really good at doing what they do best, which is training people and motivating people. But they might not be marketing experts, and that's okay, right? And that's why, you know, we bring on the products and the tools to make it easier for them to market themselves. And then we also have a marketing team that's going to directly work with all the trainers on our platform and help them aggregate content, help them aggregate ads, help them push themselves out on social media, and, you know, really just across the web. And we really do want to empower trainers to be the best trainers that they can be, and really to show off their brand to the rest of the world. Because, you know, again, you know, the fitness industry, we believe, is growing day and day. And, you know, COVID has really shown a light on the importance of fitness and how it can affect everyone. So that, in our opinion, if we give trainers the tools to market themselves, you know, this thing could be very, very powerful. So, I mean, another mantra that we have is, you know, put trainers first. And we think if we do that, you know, our platform could be very successful, and something that, you know, not to throw rocks at other competitors, something that we don't always see happening, right? It's not a trainer first platform, but it's more of a how can we make money? You know, we want to think about it of how can we make the trainer successful, which then in turn will make us successful.
So if I were a trainer, what would it cost me to set up and get started? What would that process look like?
So, so I think that yeah, it kind of touches exactly where I wanted to take Jeff's comments. I mean, when we set this out, our goal after Jeff kind of had worked with Phil and see firsthand how expensive it can be to try and stand up your own business was we wanted to keep that barrier of entry as low as possible, as close to zero, and actually we really have a zero cost to join and use all of our tools, for the trainer. And that's really the, why we chose the marketplace model, why we chose this revenue model was because it basically allows people to enter this space without feeling like they have to go and put, some of their hard-earned and potentially, strapped cash into this digital space and allow them to kind of get their feet, into the water, if you will, into the digital fitness space. And so, the marketplace model for us was kind of like this, was absolutely the right way to go, because not only can we just use this, and grow with the trainers, and our success basically can be reinvested back into improving, all of those different features and tools and how we do it. But, to Jeff's point, we're jointly incented and aligned to push the trainers and market for them, because when they win, we win. And so that's just a great virtuous cycle that we really wanted to be in, with the platform, was how do we allow people the access to this market, provide both them and their clients outstanding tools. And as we've gone through that, it's been eye-opening, talking to a lot of trainers who are, certainly there are some competitors out there, but most trainers today, they're still basically combining, Excel spreadsheets, and maybe posting some stuff on YouTube or using existing stuff, and then getting payments through Venmo or cash, and it was none of it was cohesive. And so as we started this journey, we realized we really had to build a business in a box, if you will, for these trainers, give them all of those tools in one place, that they can continue to scale their business in the manner that they want to. And again, all of it is free to join, free to use, when they win, we win, and that's just the kind of business that I really wanted to be a part of, and I know Jeff did too.
Great. So if I have my videos ready, what kind of programs are you looking for? Is it all HIIT or weight training? What are we looking at?
Yeah, so we really have a wide variety of market, I guess you could say, programs. And really, we don't set any limitations. It's really, what the people and what the trainers want. So, we have yoga, we have HIIT, we have weight training, we have Pilates, and we even have people that combine the two. So, one of our trainers actually does a HIIT yoga class and program, which is really cool because, it builds, the meditation techniques and kind of the peace of mind and, all the benefits that you can get from yoga. But then you're also getting the fat burning, the intense kind of increase the heart rate type of exercise that you would get with HIIT. So it's just a really, really cool program. And to be honest, we're a true marketplace. So, if there's a trainer that is a lacrosse trainer, or if there's a trainer that might be, Olympic powerlifting, by all means, those people can join whenever they want. And we'll stand up, their own kind of category or landing page for them. And, we want to see every type of fitness marketplace and market segment succeed and be on our platform.
Yeah, exactly, Jeff. I couldn't have said it better. I think that's really the goal. And I think sorry, it was switching back to you. So hold on. Are you good? All right. Yeah, Jeff. No, I think you said it perfectly. That's the goal of what we wanted to do. I think, fitness and health, it's different for almost every person individually. What you like to do, what works for you, and what you can fit into either your schedule or your budget, right? And so having kind of this democratized platform was the ability to give those that really needed it, maybe couldn't have enough people that like one of the great categories that I love that we've been exploring is my sisters, who both are mothers of two. They talked about having postnatal care and postnatal exercises that help mothers kind of like come back from the wonderful but also a very difficult time that you go through when you're pregnant. But so if there's someone that has specific programs for that niche, they can have a home on Trainnr. They can have a platform on Trainnr, and at no cost to them. And there's a million different kinds of those niches, as Jeff was kind of listing a few, and combinations of all of those different things. And so being an aggregation platform for all of these people, I think really helps to give both the users who are looking for what works for them, and the trainers who say, I'm passionate about this type of fitness, a place to be able to train and be healthy.
Okay, real quick, it's literally about to cut out because it's been 40 minutes.
We're about to lose it.
We're about to lose it. Shit. The only thing I would have said, or if we can quickly add, is mention nutrition. If that's
on the nutrition side, I think it's different for a lot of different trainers. It's different for a lot of different users. It's something that we are supporting and we're working to support. But it's certainly it's a science and a high science. So we are working with individual trainers to support how they do their training and their nutritional support.